Hey guys, Atomic Toothless here, and welcome back to Let's Play Rise of Berk. And off screen I did a lot of grinding and collecting stuff. I actually, as you can see, I got Stormfly and Meatlug off screen, and I also built Astrid and Fishleg's houses, as you can see. I sent Toothless searching for the Scauldron because, as you can see, he's level 7. And these guys I all leveled up to level 8 except Toothless. And there's a dragon in the dragon hangar, which I'm going to show you. I got a Raincutter from the card pack, so yeah. After doing a little bit of Champions Berk, I actually got the Raincutter available. But then again, everybody gets the Raincutter after doing the tutorial of Rise of Berk. So we're going to send this little beauty out for training soon, once I get enough wood from Stormfly, because I sent Stormfly out for, I sent Stormfly out to collect a little bit of wood, and I will be back when, hopefully, Toothless comes back real quick, because I don't want you guys to wait 11 minutes, because by then it'll probably be near the end of the video, and I'll only have 4 minutes to do everything. Anyways, I'll be right back when Toothless comes back. I'm back. That took a long time. Oh, great. Yes, I also forgot to mention, in certain areas you can find other dragon eggs besides the dragon egg that's supposed to be in that area, so lucky for us, we found a terrible terror egg instead of a Scauldron egg. Go figure. Oh, speaking of the costumes that I mentioned in the first episode, dragons have to be certain levels in order to unlock the costume. However, you still have to purchase it with runes, which I think is kind of dumb. I think once the dragon reaches the level that it's supposed to be, it should instantly unlock the costume. I think it's unfair that you have to buy the costume with the runes that you... So, like, you work your hands off just to get those runes, and then all of a sudden, they actually make you get the runes to buy that stuff. Yes, I upgraded my Monstrous Nightmare and Gronckle 2 levels, so... Alright. Anyways. Alright, there we go. Now we have the ability to journey with Astrid and Stormfly. However, we first have to journey with Fishlegs and Meatlug in order to... Anyways, until... I should explain this real quickly. The exotic dragons. These dragons are actually rarest colored dragons of their species. In order to get the collection for the exotic dragons, you have to complete a 6-item collection. As you can see, I only have one of the items for now. However, once you get the items necessary to unlock that dragon, it'll say to you down here at the bottom, trade in. And you'll get that dragon. However, I don't plan to do the collections. I only plan to collect the items until we finish the journey with Fishlegs and Meatlug, because... if you don't do the journey before you complete the collections, or get the items necessary for the collections, then the journeys will give you tons of runes for it instead of the collection items. And we will not be going over the Defender's dragons until we have 3 dragons at level 12, because that's the requirements to unlock this series of collections. But as you can see, Defender dragons are basically armored dragons of that species with regular coloring. So, yeah. And Johan's ship. Johan's ship carries all the, well, 3 random items from the collection that you'll need. I'm not going to spend runes on the items because I feel like that's a little bit too unfair. Besides, look at that, 50 runes. I know I have 1,435 runes, but believe me guys, when you use up runes like crazy, you'll sometimes think they go by a little too fast, even if you have like 1,500 of them. Or 15,000. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother doing anything with that. Real quick, let me show you what I have in Champions of Berk real quick. I still have to unlock the Chief pack because I just finished it. I'm trying to open up this pack right now. I have 208 trophies right now, and these are my dragons. I'm still using the same 3 ones that I used before. I upgraded Toothless to level 5, as you can see. Upgraded the Raincutter to level 3, the Gronckle and the Monstrous Nightmare to level 3. And yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, that Gronckle is a Defender's Dragon, in case you didn't know, and the Whispering Death are also ready to upgrade. But however, you can't upgrade a dragon until you actually get that dragon, so yeah. Kind of a bummer. Let's show the other dragons off, kind of as a spoiler alert, but who cares? We like dragons. I'm sure we all do. If you saw my vlog with my friend Diana, and if she even sees this video, that's a Timberjack right there. And Diana's favorite dragon is a Timberjack, so yeah. I forgot to mention that in the video when I had her as a guest. There's the Flightmare, the Smothering Smoke Breath, the Deadly Natters, Rumblehorn, which I forgot to mention, there's also certain dragons that are of the rare species, and those dragons are a lot harder to find when searching with Toothless. For example, the Rumblehorn is one of them. The dragons in brown or tan are rookie dragons for that stage. The blue dragons are elite dragons for that stage, and the yellow ones are the heroic dragons with names already. For example, Lump is a Snafflefang, and Hofferson's Bane is a red Flightmare. Lump is actually the Snafflefang from the second movie for How to Train Your Dragon 2. Volka's mom, sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm stuttering now. Great. Volka actually, Hiccup's mom mentions that Lump lost a leg to one of Drago's iron traps. So, yeah, if you're wondering who Lump is, that's basically who he is. For Stage 3, there's the Hideous Zippleback, which is common. The Thunderdrum, which is common, or scarce. Scarce species are also hard to find, but not as hard as the rare ones. The Edge Natter is one dragon that you can only obtain by journeying with Astrid and Stormfly, so I will be getting that, or at least trying to get that. Soaring Sidekick, that's a unique dragon with a name already. Whip and Lash are common dragons. I mean, they're unique dragons, but they're also ones with names, just like Soaring Sidekick. Oh great, the camera's blurry. The Catastrophic Quaken is a dragon that Toothless needs to be a really high level for, and it's also a rare species. But the reason why it's red is because that Catastrophic Quaken in particular is a champion dragon. Now, champion dragons are the strongest types that you can get besides the legendaries, but champion dragons are usually the strongest you can get for that stage. They're really hard to get, actually. Toothless needs to be a really high level to start searching for them. For example, the Catastrophic Quaken, you need to be level 91 on Toothless, and not in Champions of Berk. Stage 4, that's the Glacier area. There's the Skrill, which is a rare species once again. Hot Burple, which is scarce. The Defender's Smothering Smoke Breath and the Defender's Thunderdrum. And then there's also Dagger's Skrill. Dagger's Skrill, I don't know why they chose that name, for example, because the thing is, that Skrill does not belong to Dagger. If I were them, I would have named it Lightning Strike or something like that. But that is not Dagger's Skrill. Even if it was, even if he chained it up like a puppet, that is not Dagger's Skrill. Not in any way. I feel bad for that poor thing. Having that name, Dagger Skrill, is like a burden right now. Seriously. Wind Gnasher, that's the dragon with, I don't really know what class it is, but it's like the dragon with a lot of pimp bumps all over its face and like the frilly looking head. Anyways, stage 5, we introduced the Bone Napper and the Stormcutter. So yeah, and there's Volka's friend Cloud Jumper. He's the heroic dragon for this stage. Just so you know, in Champions of Berk, if I hadn't mentioned this already, you can't use a dragon unless you've unlocked the stage for it. The Rumble Horn and the Bone Napper, those are the Defenders versions of them, I think. At least I hope they are, because... Actually, no, that's an exotic, I think. I'm pretty sure that's an exotic Bone Napper. And I think that's the Defenders, or exotic. I don't know, I can't really tell. And then there's the Champion Dragon, which this dragon just got released very early. It is the Triple Strike. I will be going over the Triple Strike when I actually get it, but the Triple Strike is a really awesome dragon that's from the Stryke class. You guys will love it. And then, of course, there's the Legendary stage, which you can only get if you have 2,000 trophies. And the Legendary stage actually involves the legendary dragons that I spoke of earlier, which are the Bewilderbeast, the Screaming Death, the Green Death, and the, what's it called? The Forever Wing. So, yeah, you can only get through that stage if you have the legendary dragons. Which, speaking of which, I believe there are only... Well, so far I've only gotten as high as stage 3. So, yeah. I've only gotten as high as stage 3. Stage 3, I actually found out the Green Death can be seen on stage 3 in the background. But once the battle starts, she, for some reason, disappears. And I'm not sure if this is true or not, because I haven't seen anybody play stage 4 yet. But on stage 4, I believe the Bewilderbeast is in the background. I'm not exactly sure, but... Anyways, I'll say done. Whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, these blue packages right here, they contain 6 tokens instead of 3, so I believe you can only get them on certain occasions, but I'm not exactly entirely sure. I've only opened up one of them, and that's how I got the upgrades for the Gronckle and the Monstrous Nightmare. But yeah. Anyways. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Berk. I forgot to send the Gronckle for wood collecting. It's so fun to collect wood, of all things. But yeah, I said I wouldn't be getting dragons, all the dragons on screen. I sometimes would get some off screen because, like I said before, I'm not going to be able to get all the dragons on camera, but yes. And the way I actually got Stormfly was I went to the Book of Dragons, and she was on a limited time sale. Every time you build a hero's house, you can actually get the dragons at a limited time for half the price they usually are. So, for example, with Stormfly, she usually costs 300 runes, but this time I only got her for 150 runes because she was on a limited sale for 12 hours. Meatlug, you actually get her from a quest for free, so I didn't have to buy Meatlug from the shop, even though she is 100 runes in the shop. Which I feel like it's kind of pointless for her to be in the shop anyways. But yeah, these are the dragons that I have right now. These are the dragons that I don't have. So Hookfang is next. Hookfang, I know for a fact, is next. And then there's Barf and Belch, and then Grump. Here's the... Oh yeah, by the way, there's also exclusive dragons, which you can only get through certain methods. Like the premium ones, where you can only get them through the card packs. While the exclusive dragons you can only get through journeying or through getting them through the card pack occasionally. There are some dragons that in the card packs they don't actually show, but you can actually get them. I actually got the Hofferson's Bane before from the card pack, even though she wasn't in the available cards selection. So, and I didn't use cheats. I didn't use hacks. I don't use hacks. I'm not a cheater. Anyways, Bing, Bam, and Boom once again. There's the Exotic Whispering Death, which I believe it's the only exotic besides the Bone Napper, which I don't know if it's the exotic or not, but the Exotic Whispering Death. This is a dragon that I actually think is exotic because the colorings does not match the Whispering Death at all, but it's still unique in its own way. And it really does look cool. But the Scauldron is just a dull green, which I don't really like. Not all that much. Junior Tough Nut Junior, which, by the way, dragons have to be certain levels to journey in certain areas. For example, Fishlegs and Meatlug can only go to Dark Deep for Junior Tough Nut Junior's egg, which Dark Deep you can only unlock if Meatlug is level 52. So, yeah. And like I said before, with the Catastrophic Quaken and all that, Catastrophic Quaken, level 91 Toothless. Grapple Grounders, level 72 Toothless. Fireworm Princess. Now, if you're asking, well, where's the Fireworm Queen? I think that the Fireworm Queen is a limited time exclusive dragon, so she shows up occasionally in the shop as a special limited time dragon, but otherwise she's not like the Fireworm Princess, where you can instantly get her if Toothless is level 60. And she is rare, so... Which also, you can only get her otherwise by journeying with Astrid and Stormfly. The Sweet Death, same thing, only Fishlegs and Meatlug, but you have to feed her to level 52 because Dark Deep is where you get the Sweet Death, the Grapple Grounder, and the Catastrophic Quaken. So, yeah. Psychofire you can only get through, Psychofire you can actually only get with Stormfly and Astrid. You have to journey with them. Or Toothless could be level 32. These are the dragons that you can get when Toothless is level 9, 10, and 12. Sometimes Toothless can level up, but there won't always be a dragon there for him at every level. Some levels Toothless has to skip over to search for them. Yeah. You can also journey with Fishlegs and Meatlug to get the Smothering Smoke Breath or the Whispering Death. The Scauldron used to be on the journeys list, but now somehow these two have swapped places. I don't know why they keep bothering to swap them, which it's kind of weird. Oh yeah, the Raincutter, by the way. Toothless needs to be level 31 to usually search for it, but because we got it through the card pack, we kind of cheated. Anyways, this long-necked sharp class dragon loves rainy days. Well, it's called Raincutter for a reason. The wetter, the better. That's when it does its best hunting and foraging for wiggling worms. Yuck! Oh, we passed the 15-minute mark. Okay, so I better wrap this up quickly, otherwise... Oh my god. So, yeah, in the next episode, hopefully we will be hatching a Scauldron egg, and hopefully we'll find... I hope at the least Toothless can bring me back a Scauldron egg. I'm keeping my eye on you, pal. Buddy. Oh yeah, by the way, when you unlock somebody's, when you build a hero's house, you also unlock their quests. So as you can see, I now unlocked Astrid's quests. But I'm not going to do that because I have no time right now. And even if I did, I'm not going to do it because I'd rather get progress done first, like Silverweed did. Anyways, so in the next episode, you'll find these guys a lot higher leveled, hopefully, at least, I hope. And we will be doing Fishlegs and Meatlug's journey on camera so that you guys can see what dragon we get. The first time you journey with Fishlegs and Meatlug, everything's free. Everything goes by very quickly. And the thing is, the first time you journey with Fishlegs and Meatlug, spoiler alert, it's always a rare dragon card pack. So when we do that journey, we'll be getting one of these. Every time you do a journey with Fishlegs and Meatlug, you always get this pack first. No matter if you try to buy it with 150 runes or not. Or if you go for the free version. Because it gives you two choices, free or you have to spend one of your resources. At a certain amount, of course. So, yeah. If you like the video, click that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Check out my other channel, MagicDratini. I just did a Pokemon Theory video on Blue's Raticate, if it died or not, during the SSN battle with your rival. And, yeah, so this is Atomic Toothless, signing off.